Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich with the Czar to Playbook Emery Hunt. We're giving you a Week 1 preview of the NFL season. Kansas City at Baltimore. First-year head coach Todd Haley in Kansas City takes on second-year head coach Jim Harbaugh in Baltimore. Question is, can Haley have the same success that Harbaugh did in his first season? Probably not, but a lot of promise on defense. Tyson Jackson, a first-round pick, playing the end spot in that 3-4. Brandon Flowers is a good corner coming into his own also. They got a couple of linebackers. I think their defense has some promise. But Baltimore, of course, always has the vaunted defense. And Joe Flacco is something else. People say he has the best arm in the NFL. I love this guy, but what are your keys to victory for Kansas City to pull this upset off?
Keys to victory for Kansas City is, number one, you got to protect Croyle back there because he is fragile. Keep those Ravens off him. I know it's a tough task, but also number two, you want to stay out of 3 wide receiver sets. They would love for you guys to get into 3 wide receiver sets so they could blitz you guys like crazy. Because the Ravens' 3 cornerbacks are better than the Chiefs' 3 wide receivers. So a lot of double tight, a lot of H-back. Keep that in mind when trying to play the Ravens as well too. Number 3, don't be afraid, to throw the ball on the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep these guys off balance, take some shots, but also you want to, if you're able to get into the red zone, touchdowns instead of field goals. You're going to need all the points you can against this Ravens defense. Don't settle for 3 because the Ravens now have a little bit of offense now to where they can score touchdowns instead of settling for those field goals on their end. So touchdowns instead of field goals for the Chiefs. That's number 3. Stay out those stay out those 3 wide receiver sets, a lot of double tights. Neutralize that pass rush by put the extra tight end and the H-back out there.
Well, Baltimore, the most run-heavy team in the NFL. They want to protect Flacco. Of course, they draft Michael Oher, and that O-line has been getting better and better ever since the beginning of last year. They're going to go with 3-headed monster in the up-and-coming star, Ray Rice, the big fullback who can also play out of the tailback position, LaRon McClain, and Willis McGahee, who still has some gas left in the tank. So they're going to run the ball a lot. And this guy, Flacco, has L.J. Smith as a tight end. He's got Todd Heap. I know he's a little old, but you got Derek Mason. He's a fine wine. Reminds me of Darrell Green. As his career goes on, he still flourishes. Mark Clean go deep. So I love Flacco, and I love Baltimore. I think there's going to be a lot of field goals in this game. I don't see Kansas City scoring too much, and I think Baltimore has some promise on offense. Give me your keys to victory for Baltimore to avoid the upset.
For Baltimore, keys to victory, don't be afraid to let Flacco throw the ball, open up the passing game for him. Flacco, they did a little bit of that this preseason by allowing Flacco to throw more. So that's going to help this Ravens team out throughout the season. I think they're going to look a little bit more balanced on offense. They do have 2 good receivers in Clayton and Derek Mason. So and Heap. Utilize Heap. Get him involved in the game early. Heap is healthy, so when Heap is a healthy tight end, he's a productive tight end, so he's going to do fine. Also, Ray Rice, McClain, McGahee, run the ball at these guys. That's going to help you guys. That's going to help Fleck out as well. You also want to look at, the 3 wide receiver sets. The Chiefs want to come after you and blitz you and pressure you, with that 3-4. So spread those guys out and take away the effectiveness. But one guy to look forward that I look forward to seeing playing for the Chiefs side is linebacker Corey Mays. Phenomenal playmaker. This guy has been all over the field in the preseason, absolute beast. But they also lose their emotional leader in Pollard, the safety. So that's going to be a tough matchup, which is the reason why I think the Ravens are going to be able to get some deep passes on these guys as well, too. I do like the Ravens in this matchup.
Strongest arm in the NFL, Joe Flacco, is a great combination to go with a run-heavy offense. And I love Baltimore. They got Matt Burke under center now, so this line is going to be sick. There's going to be a lot of field goals in this game. I think Baltimore has a better chance of putting up points against a young Kansas City Chiefs team. I like Baltimore in this one.
I like Baltimore as well. You're going to see a lot more touchdowns, I think. I think Baltimore's going to score a lot of touchdowns this season. So I think there's going to be they're going to score 24 to 27 points, I think.
For more Week 1 coverage of the NFL season, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.